Hello, hello everyone who can see me, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm so delighted to be here, and most importantly, I'm delighted to be here with amazing Uncle D of life. I was sitting pretty on my own when Uncle D decided to come and visit me.
And that's how I
And
entered.
that's how we end. And that's how he started this life now. This is where his visitation is taking place. That is what a point comes in your life where even your social life is always inclined. So I said, Uncle D, you cannot be visiting me and I'll not be picking from this your brain. So thank you for the opportunity to give me my brain a breather today, because by now I would have been maybe live on Instagram or something. So you guys, are you grateful because of these sessions are paid for, but this is coming to you free of charge for his visiting me. This is the consequence of visiting me on a weekday, Uncle D. You will be on the live session with me. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
Hello,
all the work
everybody.
you do.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
Facebook.
everybody.
Yes, everybody.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, Uncle D is an amazing things coach, and by the way, he brought me his new book, heavily autographed. I think I should. Uncle D, what did you write here? Let me know if I'm going to read the report of the whole world. Dear Auntie Etima, thank you for raising successful teenagers. Signed, Uncle D. I am grateful that you have acknowledged that I'm raising successful teenagers. Did you see one of my girls shining on the world stage yesterday? Did you see that post? Oh
Yes,
my
yes,
goodness.
I saw it.
So I think I deserve this title.
Raising successful.
Yes,
Yes,
I look at her and I just shed loads of tears of joy yesterday.
You have been mentoring her for quite a while.
Yes, I had to go back to go and trace all of our pictures. I was like, where did you get it? You didn't even know yourself. And for me, this is why I was very excited, because I get the opposite of such news every day. You know, when any I was just sharing with you before we came live, when any girl does anything wrong, I'm talking about any girl in the world, somebody sends me a picture every day. Just yesterday, I had not even finished rejoicing with my international star girl. Somebody was already sending a message. I said, Tima, look at these girls. They are smoking. They are this.
They tell you it's your game.
Yes. Tima, see your girl. They are smoking. I had not finished with that one. Another person came. I said, Tima, see your girl. They are doing. I'm like, can't you people just allow me have a joyful moment with my blessing in Washington, D.C.? Let me just enjoy this girl. So I'm usually very excited, when I see something that has worked. And I saw a video she had sent to me last year where she was saying, oh, she was just saying thank you, and then saying that she knows she's going to go places. And 1 year later, she's in a place.
Yeah.
And for me, I said on the group for girl parents, if you're not on that group, you need to actually join us, because we have one thing in common. We're all raising girls. And I said, if you can help a girl's mind, you will help her life. It starts with, I remember when I met Blessing. Blessing is always, have you seen Backbencher? Yes. When she comes to back, she's at the back. And I would look at her and I would see so much potential. When I see girls, I don't see female. I don't do, that's why I'm not involved in gender conversations, gender balance conversations. I'm not involved. When I see girls, I don't know. I'm not. You can't find me there. What am I doing there? When I see girls, I just see answers. I see solutions. I just see power. I just see capacity. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not doing competition with who can do it better. I'm just looking for how I can just take this girl and just turn her into a superstar. And I'm so delighted that a little here, a little there, and Blessing is now in places. Where that girl has gone to, I have not gone. And she's somebody I can just close my eyes and say, Blessing can handle it. And I know she would. So I'm so grateful to God for that opportunity. You know, people tell us, I don't know if they tell you the same thing. Ah, Uncle D, teenagers you're doing, don't worry, future. Teenagers.
I don't say they should take it as
Yes, that's how it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was only me. Like, you just feel like, when are we going to really see the rewards of these children? When? Is it when I'm old and gray? So it was very emotional for me yesterday that I could actually, in my lifetime, like my bishop would say, in my lifetime, I'm sitting down and I'm seeing the result of all the work I have put in.
Then that's something very, very instructive. It speaks to the power of mentorship. And I have to highlight that you have mentored her for a while.
Mm.
Okay, so it's not a
Not supposed to
it's
go.
not an osmosis thing. If you are looking for answers here and now,
Mm.
it really doesn't work out. It really doesn't work out. Again, when I speak to us as a people and I say we have a problem of starting late, when they are talking about this mentorship thing, basically I wrote something on Facebook yesterday. I was talking about mentorship. When we talk about this mentorship thing, the earlier you begin, the better for you. I was writing something on the National Day for the Girls Out.
Okay.
I was actually on radio that day. And they were asking questions about. I said one of the most important things that teach a girl child is teach the child to think. Teach that child to think. Teach that child to create solutions. Teach them on time. You know, I love sports. I love lawn tennis, and this new girl that won the Grand Slam title in the US, Coco Gauff, is her name. She's 19. If you go and check the record, they started training that girl from 8. Wow. And so it's not rocket science, it's not magic.
That is going to arrive where
she arrived there. So
Yeah.
but, you know, when you're starting, and there's no better time to start than now. Okay, if you have not started before now, this is a good time to start.
And if you are discouraged,
no, stay in the game.
because there are a lot of people that are discouraged.
Stay
Okudi, let me tell you why, especially for girls, let me tell you why parents get discouraged. Girls could drive you up the wall, down, and then drive you again. I have two biological and thousands of non-biological. Girls could be annoying. Forget about all these things that we're saying. People feel like, oh, we're expecting your daughter to be perfect. I understand. Now let me share one very funny thing that happened during the year. So at the girls' home, one of the mothers had come to report her daughter. She said, I don't know what is wrong. And please, if you've been following me, you will know Cheese. So I'm going to use her real name, Cheese, because her mom has permitted me to share. You know, and the mom will just send a message, Auntie Tima, you need to talk to your girl. That's how the mother starts. Auntie Tima, come, your girl, she has started. I say, oh, my girls, they are here again. You need to talk to her. She doesn't want to, cooperate. She doesn't want to do her task. She's just giving everybody headache. Those were her kind of words. Yes. So I said, no problem, ma. Thank you for telling me. And then I sent a message to Cheesy. This is what I said. I said, hello, my darling. So mom has brought a report that you're everywhere and you're stressing everybody. Could you please send me a voice note? I was one that asked for voice note. Could you please send me a voice note and tell me what is happening? Why are they having to remind you to do your chores? Why are they having to remind you to do your work? Why are they calling your name? Why is everybody calling your name? Uncle D. She just replied. So I ended with, I'm going to listen to you, whatever it is. Maybe you're having a struggle that is, showing up this way. Why are you? This is unlike you. To send me a voice note. Good afternoon, Auntie Tima. I don't know why they're calling my name everywhere. Cheesy. That's what you're saying in the voice note. They're just calling me Cheesy. To the extent that even the neighbors now know Cheesy. They now know my name. They are always calling me. I can't even have peace from immediately I step into the house. They are just always calling my name. I can't even rest, even at home. Oh my God, that was I have heard that. I said, okay, Cheesy. This is what you will do, And I helped her put her through encouragement. I said, and she ended it with, anyway, because you have said it, I will do as you have said. Thank you, ma. I said, thank you, Chizzy. Thank you for doing as I have said. I love you, my dear. And you know, Uncle D, 2 months ago, Chizzy would get a bronze award from the Commonwealth organization. The Queen organized a writing competition, and Chizzy would get a bronze award. I just took her award and I went to the group and said, member, because on the group everybody is saying, justice for Chizzy, justice, leave Chizzy alone. I love Chizzy. And I just put the award. I said, this is that same Chizzy. The group went wild. And I said to the parent, I said, do you see why I tell us as girl parents, don't give up on these girls? The more annoying they are, the more uncooperative, disagreeable they are, the more they have the capacity to do well, to do good, to succeed. Can we just be patient? Now, I'm going to ask Uncle D. In your work, Uncle D works with both boys, boys and girls. But I'm going to ask you a question that concerns only girls. Uncle D, what have you noticed as the prevalent challenges with girls, common amongst girls in your academy?
Image issues.
Image.
Identity. And it's a, how do I put it? The rub of the impact of today's media. And so we have all this ideal, and this is not just with the girls, also with the parents, because sometimes you're looking at your girl child and you're comparing her with some people somewhere, right? And so you're expecting that this young girl to supposed to conform to that image of perfection that you have. And one of the things I tell young girls is, do not be deceived by the girl in the magazine, because
by the girl on Instagram or TikTok.
That girl on that magazine does not look like that girl on the magazine.
I know,
so
right?
It's something that is important to always bring before. Everybody will have their own story. Everybody will have their own journey. Everybody will have their own experiences. And so it's a critical conversation to have with young girls at that age where they are forming their identity, self-awareness, being able to understand all of their quirks and nuances and own it. And this is me. This is my journey. This is my story. These are my perfections. These are my imperfections. And all of these put together make up who I am. And so from that point of realization, from that point of awareness, we can begin to, work towards more progress and all of the other successes. Even at some point, just like the stories you have, you see that it is out of all of those things that look seemingly dirty, seemingly perfect.
Yes.
It's out of all of those things that the perfection comes out. It's out of those things that the awards come. It's out of those things that the manifestations come. But when they continually focus on,
you cannot.
I cannot.
Cannot do this.
Focus on all the things that I cannot. I want a lot of teenagers of myself. That's one word you cannot bring around me
at all.
Cannot. I don't know it.
I don't know. I don't know how to. I
We're having
didn't
the
know.
conversation before we came here this morning. Don't say you cannot.
Yes.
How can I? So those are the kind of things that we want to have young girls ingrained.
But does it show in their output? Like when you're mentoring them, are there times that maybe you give a task or something, and then the way they are reacting, is it that like?
Well, not often that you see it more often at the beginning stage of the relationship, and usually when a girl is trying to hold back, the question is, I don't know how they're going to judge me, I don't know how they're going to see me, and things like that. But once that environment is being created where, see, there's nothing you're going to tell me that I've not before.
Yeah.
And it's not going to affect how I see you. We're just going to build from this point forward. And once they're able to relax and gain trust in that conversation,
then
you see them. You see the real person begin to bloom from outside.
Wow.
You see all of the gifts begin to come out. You know,
I don't know why girls, and this was what I was saying yesterday at the midday live. I was saying that most of the girls' decisions, her behavior, her choices stem from a place of emotion.
Yeah.
Including lying. I was saying that when a guy lies, he's lying for transactional reasons. He wants something, he wants just exchange something. When a girl is lying for emotional reasons, she doesn't, there's something she's trying to protect. That's the word. She's just to protect something about her emotion. We don't see it that way. So we say, what's wrong with you? Why are you lying? And then we say, all liars shall perish. Devil is the father of lies. The girl does not understand that thing. Right now, what she understands is, I don't want to feel hurt. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be judged. I want to be in this way. I don't want to, one of them told me and said, she said, I don't want my mom to see me in a bad light.
Your mom that was seeing you.
Your mom, I told her, say your mom is
your mom that was seeing you.
Your mom is your defender. Why you be vulnerable to your mom? I could see she was struggling. I could see when I said be vulnerable to your mom. And this is the next question I want to ask. Why are girls not vulnerable?
Again, it's
they don't want to be judged.
They don't want to be judged, essentially. And you know, when you talk about be vulnerable to your mom, mom, also, are you
vulnerability?
Vulnerability worthy? That's the word. Are you vulnerability worthy? Because you know, I was sharing with a parent the day we were doing this book launch about trust and teenagers. You know, it's so serious that she tells her mom something. She doesn't want mommy to tell daddy. It's that serious. And so you go and tell daddy you are broken trust. So you are broken trust. Anytime I tell that woman,
you can't tell her
with her husband.
That's her husband. That's what we use
discussing with her husband. And so I was sharing with this one. I said, okay, if that is the dynamic, maybe you should also create the pressure. Daddy should learn to keep his mouth quiet. Because last night, daddy was going out outside.
Exactly.
You know? But essentially, it's about not being judged. How am I going to be seen? Also, because a lot of times, as parents react to issues instead of taking it in, Coach Randy will always say that discipline is not an emergency.
Calm down.
So sometimes you hear something, the word is not going to fall. By the time you're hearing that, it has finished happening.
Exactly.
If anything was going to fall, it would have fallen since.
A long time ago.
So you said, calm down and plan your response.
Yes. Plan it
and then come back with it. And so when young girls are able to trust the adult in their life, it's easy for them to
they'll be vulnerable. You know, something happened, I think that was earlier in the year, and we noticed that one of our girls was not doing good. And having a talk with her, she was self-harming. And I pitched it to her mom. Before you know what will happen, I didn't even know what had happened. All I know is that the girl just sent me a message and said, Mama, I'm not happy that you told my mom about this. Now, all my family
has heard it.
I clamped down on that woman that day. I even put it up on Facebook. I said, parents, do you see why we don't want to tell you these things? You said, no, we can handle it, but you can't handle it. You have to be trained to handle it. Do you know what it means for you to hear your daughter is having behavioral issues and then you have to keep quiet? It takes a lot. So don't tell me you can handle it. You can't handle it. There are too many emotions in between. If you see the way I apologize to this girl like she was, my God. Because it was like I was going to just lose.
Because you're going to walk back. You need to walk back into
getting winning her trust. You know, she didn't even have a problem that I told her mom. She said, I didn't have a problem that I told my mom. The problem now is that my auntie, my grandma, my family friend, everybody, they WhatsApp. She said, that's my only problem.
True.
The fact that everybody in my family aside my mom now knows. And people were now making light of her struggles. People were, it was such a mess. Such a mess. I had to find my way. That thing cost me money. Within my way back to that girl's house, I had to take her out. I had to do this, give her, cost me plenty of money. People don't know the investment we do with these girls. That is why it hurts me when these parents want to come and spoil everything. And that is why in the girls' home, you don't leave. If you leave, you don't, we will not take you when you're coming back. Now the people that are coming back are begging. Why? Because when you cause that disconnection,
You have to start all over.
you know what it means? Some girls did not connect with me till the 4th or 5th month in the year. Some just connected to me in October.
And then 6 months later, you die.
And then this moment you now take her back again. Then she comes back and she's trying to reconnect again. That's why you need to start early. Again, we're back to starting early.
Start early.
Don't allow these girls go and get attached to this social media unreal. What do you call them? Unexisting human beings on social media. They get so attached. The other day, my daughter was gisting me about the conversation she had with her friend. She said she asked her friend, "Who is your role model?" And Zara, please, what's the name of that? She said Beyonce.
Awesome.
So my daughter said, "I don't understand. What? She said Beyonce and Davido." She said, "So why is Beyonce and Davido? Why are they your role model? How are they your role model?" My daughter said she's cool. That she said, "Mommy, I didn't understand what this girl was saying." I said, "Good. Now you see how we feel.
When you people say
This kind of weird things,
yes.
enjoy it." She said she and that her friend went back and they were in the salon. That a certain boy was on TikTok. The boy dropped his phone and said, "This conversation, I need to be in it." And I'm like, so this is how we feel too. When girls come and say things like this, Beyonce is your role model. Why? Are you a musician?
So those things have to be taught.
Exactly.
When we talk about mentorship,
they don't understand it. Yes, like what is happening.
When I talk about role models and mentors, the fact that we need to deliberately teach young people how to identify
exactly and pick one.
How to identify. You're a fish, your role model is elephant.
I don't understand. Where are you going to?
He's not going to work. So you see, they go back on identity, self-awareness. Then you need to choose who your role models, who your mentors will be.
Everybody cannot be. You can just look at them and pass. I feel like for girls, it's a trendy thing. Oh, this person, my name. When that person stops trending or stops being all that, they move.
And then we also need to learn to celebrate the people we want our children
to model after.
Because the world knows how to celebrate their own. But if they ask me to share this video now,
share.
Wahala will start.
Please share. There should be no wahala. Just share first. Okay. Tag somebody. Let somebody come. You will take advantage of conversations like this because you feel like, what are they talking about? They are not trying to tell. They are not telling us.
How to make money.
Yes, they are not telling us how to make money. They are not telling us how to make our daughters.
Is how you will lose money. That the consequences of this conversation is how you will lose money. So in case you're looking for where to make money,
this is how to save money.
It's how to save your money. I'm telling you this.
Because that's something else. We usually look for how to make, but there's also the part of how to save. If you don't, so somebody reached out to me recently. This person, I had known this person since from when I started 5 years ago. You know how people just come, attend one course and one class and they just go. And then you're coming back a few years later with a baggage full of problems. I have a problem with it.
And then you want the answer to the problem to happen.
But of course, I'm a miracle worker. My husband father is a miracle worker. So I've decided.
So the miracle for you.
I've decided that I've decided that I am a miracle worker for girls. I will work the miracle with the power of God in me. The manifestation of the sort of that scripture is in me. But what of the pain? What of the stress? What of the joy that you have lost? For me, and I make bold to say it. People say, "Hey, don't worry, train up a child in the way that should go, and when he goes, will not depart. Even if they depart, they will come back." You see that part of the conversation? I don't like it. I have to say what I don't like.
To deal with the departed.
Why does the child have to depart
and then come back?
and then come back broken. Then I'm broken, you're broken, everywhere broken. Why? I'm not saying children should not make mistakes or cannot make mistakes. They can, they're allowed to, but they should stay on the path.
But there are some mistakes that are
Please.
irredeemable.
No, because they say those things. Yeah, don't worry, just put it in the child. No matter how far the child goes, the child will still come back. Why are you going far?
Samson came back.
How did he come?
That
Without eyes.
The day he came back was the last day of his life.
He came back without eyes.
He came back. So
I
is
don't
it possible
like
to
those
come back?
things.
Yes, it's very
I
possible to
don't.
come
I
back.
don't want my children going departing. Stay on the path that the Lord has put you. Make mistakes on the way. It is allowed, but that you will now depart and come back wounded.
Come back with one leg.
Come back with scars. Come back.
No eyes.
It's a terrible place. And those kind of scriptures or that kind of mindset is what makes us not to take it trivially. You know, this kind, and I can't be that hard now. God will help us, and then this thing cannot be. That's the attitude.
God will restore the years that the Kaka has.
We say those things because we feel like we have. It's not that deep.
The way I started disliking that particular statement.
I want to tell you something about this that deep. No, let me tell you, Kuti, let me tell you about this that deep. So one girl, some time ago, earlier in the year, she came. I had sessions with her because she was caught having oral sex in somewhere. I can't remember, school or somewhere. Where teenagers were, a conference or something. It was such. There were other teenagers, but she was caught in it. And when she came, I don't do this. So why did you tell me what happened and how? You would describe everything. Sure, you want to do it. You wouldn't tell me well. No, you can't be shy. They're usually embarrassed at the beginning, but eventually they get it. So I said, what happened? He said, oh, all of us were together, and this guy now said we should go here. I followed him. I was already like, in my mind, you followed him, whatever. Followed him, and when we got there, and then he said, I want to do this. And I said, no. She said, I actually protested at Tetima. I said, no, it doesn't feel right. And he said to me, no, it's not that deep. You see, from that day, when I hear it's not that deep, I have a problem with it. How can you say that
girl,
how can you trivialize it? Even some married couples are still having issues of whether to do oral or not. And then teenagers, they are not up to 15. Somebody help me. They are not up to 15. I'm not telling you what I read on Google. Life story. And she said, immediately the boy said, it's not that deep. She did it.
All it took to break down her defenses.
Yes, she did it. And so by the time we're done, I had series of sessions with her. We went back and forth. And at the last session, I asked her, how did you think?
Let's check. Do you not understand depth?
She said, I said, if we were to replay the scenario from the moment he called you, in fact, from when he was going to even start calling you to somewhere else, would you have gone?
You knew there was trouble.
She said no now. She said, even from the way he looked at me to start talking to me, I would have already seen a danger sign. I say, so that's how deep it is. So when we, just make this, and this is the problem that we're having with girls. Everything just looks like, let her just face her studies. Let her just do well in school. Let her just behave well. How do you know how she's behaving? If you want to help a girl, go and help her mind. Go and help, like Uncle D has said, identity issues. Go and help her emotions. Go and help her with knowledge. Help her go deep in her mind.
Raise deep people. So that, how do they
read?
Deep calls deep.
Deep calls
so that shallow people will not be calling her.
Yes. Thank you.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep
because you
didn't make it deep. There's nothing deep. She has not understood. I say we had like 12 sessions. Even she did not know how it was going to be. We dissected. We talked about the concept of boys. We talked about going into your inner self to bring out the thing that by the time she was done with her session, she had a material. She had created a odor. I said, so you did not waste your time here. Is that deep?
Is that people?
Let's not be, talking to girls. And that's why if you find out that your daughter is having behavioral problems, don't just sit down and say
She will get over it.
she'll be all right.
It's
She'll be
normal.
all right.
She'll be fine. It's part of growing up.
It's not. It is not. Let everything that has to do with your daughters be everything. Let it be. Let it like stand up. If you and this is why I don't mentor girls like I'm slacking. This is why I'm always on.
The military so
It has to be because these girls just know how. Even me, they're mental. I said, Tima, please relax. Yes, so they still give me that vibe of why do we have to go through all this hassle? Like life is deep now. Life not deep for us as parents. Life is deep.
this is the boy. He asked me over the weekend. I was talking. I was trying to get him to do something. The mom was there. We talked. The guy is asking me, "But sir, how did you enjoy this thing?" I said, "What was happening? This your work. This your. I was showing you my schedule and things. How do you enjoy it? Because he wants to enjoy life." I said, "No problem."
He wants to enjoy life.
I said, "No problem."
Teenagers.
So I said,
You
so
are
the point
welcome.
is not it. I don't enjoy it, but I enjoy the outcome. You take the outcome.
Mm.
You want this. You want this.
Mhm.
You want this. So, sir, this is the road.
There's no other shortcut. Follow
We
here.
pass through this road. Jesus Christ for the
Mm.
how do you put it? For the joy
For the joy that was set before him, he endured.
cross. So if you want the joy,
Word.
know that there is cross.
You will carry it.
So and that is the conversation we need to have even with girls.
Yes.
Okay, that the fun things of life, the good things of life,
The
don't
designers,
don't come cheap. Don't
Yeah.
come in shallow waters. There is price to pay. I see, no matter which direction you go, good or bad, you pay the price.
Yes.
And so the celebrity that you are admiring paid something. Didn't get it for free.
They also.
They paid something.
Mm.
You now choose which price you want. And so that is the conversation that
These girls actually feel like celebrities don't do.
They don't do
yes,
anything.
they just feel
They
like
be there,
I just want to be. If you ask them, I want to be an influencer. All of them want to be influencers. So they feel.
Where's the course they used to study to become?
I don't know where they're studying it. They feel like it's so easy. You know. I always say to girlfriends that girls love soft life.
Soft life.
Girls, they love soft life. They don't want. I remember in Lagos boot camp, in the girls' hostel, some girls were having their bath for 30 minutes. I'm not joking. There's one of them, her toilet bag alone. Her toilet bag with a keeper. You need somebody to keep the toilet bag. So that's just to show you how they want to just attend to themselves. They just want to beautify them. They don't want stress. You wake them up too early. One of them said that I took away her beauty sleep on camp. I said, move with my friend before you enter Katrina. What are you talking about? You want to be a celebrity, you want to be a superstar, a global, a nation blazer. Like somebody saw my girl bless me and said, I want you to help me raise a nation blazer. I said, that's it. To be a nation blazer, you don't just sleep and wake up and you become a nation blazer. Where will you pass? So I feel like we need to do more for our girls, Uncle D, and thank you for what you're already doing. I hope that you can, we can all go back and program more intensely, or let me say more intentionally. It doesn't have to be intense, but we have to be intentional about helping these girls, especially their mindsets. If you help a girl's mind, you have helped her life. Help her with her thoughts. Help her with perception. Help her with motivation. Help her with these things, because that's why you see a girl start and cannot finish.
That's another thing.
You say that I cannot come and go and kill my. That statement is the second statement.
There are a lot of popular maxims that if we begin to attack them one after the other. But the point is, as you see them,
work on them and
work
move.
on them.
Yes.
Explain to the girl.
I cannot come and go and. Please, what's the meaning of that statement? I cannot come and go and kill myself. It's another way of saying give up.
Come and die.
Or stop. I like that. Then you now come and die. So we really need to, we say these things softly, jokingly, and these girls are sucking it in.
Yeah.
They feel like there's a point they get to that. Why am I telling myself? Exactly. Like, why so deep? Why so hard? Why so much? And they just want to just chill. So we need to let them know that there's never going to be a time where you'll be doing nothing. At what point in your life would that be when you'll be doing nothing? There's never going to be a point,
I studied the life of celebrities. This whole role model conversation. I study their lives. I have a number of documents on them. There's a particular one, I'm not going to mention the name. That guy is very successful, wealthy. So, you can bring in money to them. Then I went to check. The mom still goes to work. Wow. Yes. The mom
even though you can pay her.
Even though you can pay her. But the mom still goes to work. Because those aspects of their lives is not in public. They don't tell you that at this age, this person's mom. So when you see them on the boat cruises, on the yachts,
you say they are
living the life.
Mm-hmm.
But they are walking the walk.
They are walking the walk.
Live the life.
That's right.
They're walking the walk. Live the life.
Wow.
What Instagram shows you
is the cruise.
The soft life gathering. But there is something that powers soft life.
Yeah.
That's the conversation we need to be having.
Oh my God.
And there is a season to make those investments. Yes, I was speaking to the young lady. You see, everything in life happens in seasons.
Yeah.
There are certain prayers you will never pray if you do the right things at the right times. You miss that season, you start praying some kind of prayers, and you wonder why God traveled. He didn't travel.
He didn't go anywhere. Not on leave.
The word scripture is scripts first. There's a script that you should go and look at that script and see what you should be doing. The sons of Issachar understood times and knew what Israel ought to do. And then the rest of their brethren came under the command. That's the works. Understanding times, understanding seasons of your life. Because when we put some of those scriptures, we generalize it and make it like they are talking to people in the congregation. No, the seasons and times of your life. What am I supposed to be doing as a teen girl?
At this time.
At this time of my life.
At this time.
Supposed to be snapping pictures and
doing TikTok videos.
And doing TikTok videos and things like that. Is that what
Oh my God.
What am I supposed to do at this other time of my life? And when we say these things, naturally the young person is not going to be able to articulate all of that.
Right.
That's why mentorship is there and parenting is there. I told parents something. I said, you are the deputy brain for your teenagers.
Oh my God.
So you need to lend them that you're thinking, and help them to structure
their life. Yes. Thank you so much, Uncle D. This has been a very enriching session. I mean, I've also learned myself. And like I said, I have 2 biological daughters and so many other thousands of non-biological daughters. These things I'm going to go back and implement. It has been a relearning session for me. And if you have learned something, I can see some comments on YouTube. I see Dr. Happiness is saying, if you don't make it deep, shallow will be calling to her. That's just it. Some mistakes are irredeemable, says Augusta. Yes, keep it coming. Thank you so much. This was just an impromptu session.
I came to say hi.
This is how to spend quality time. Don't spend quality time just saying what's happening in Nigeria. Tell me what's happening in the world and complaining and whining. We spend quality time learning and relearning and unlearning and sharing and encouraging and inspiring. This is how we live as ambassadors of heaven. We live rich, fulfilling life or lives. was when we came in, you saw that I was already looking stressed, I was already looking tired. But this break was all I needed to get my energy back up. So now, after the session, I'll go back to my work. And I'm all right. I'm now okay. I have not come to go and kill myself. I'm fine. So yes, you can get Coach Edoze's book. It's sold here at Witty Mind Family Bookstore. It's a 77-page book, very well neatly printed, and we're reading it at the Girls' Hub. A class in particular is reading it at the Girls' Hub. And you should know that when I recommend a book, that book can fly anywhere in the world. This is a great one because I want my girl to be balanced. I don't want to talk behavior, spiritual. What of academics? Academics is part of it, and it's not just academics that failure is about academics. It's not just that.
Academics.
You can even fail in your ability to make good choices. You can fail in life, So it's a very relevant book. You can contact us at Witty Minds and have that book. And of course, Uncle Chidozie runs the Success Academy.
Yeah, the Success Academy.
They should go and be successful there. They should go and be successful there. So this is how we roll. We support each other. We partner with each other. We collaborate with each other. We have the same goal. We want all our teenagers to become purposeful adults.
And respect to have sense.
To have sense. You see that sense? One mommy came to me. Her daughter is just 5. Like, this mom is you people too. The daughter was doing some work and being useful in the kitchen, and she said, my daughter is having sense. It's having sense. I said, let her have sense. I need that to have sense so that she wouldn't fail. So that she would fulfill purpose. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And yes, the Girls' Hub. Don't forget, the Girls' Hub registration is still ongoing. If you don't have that detail, here it is. If your daughters are ages 6 to 8, ages 9 to 13, ages 14 to 18, your brothers are in boarding school, yes, they can join us. Or your daughters are already university bees, like their campus bees already. We have a session for them. They say, we run it. Those are my VIP girls. I call them VIP. They're big girls now. So they can still join us and enjoy the accountability, the access, the support that they really, really need. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you when we come live again. Right? All right, guys. Thank you, Uncle D. Thank you for coming. Bye, everyone. Bye.